How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about MMAT metamaterials. I know it's been a little bit since I've given you guys an update, so that's why I wanted to put this video together. But before we get started, of course, we got to go over the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to be going over is a technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance. This is very key because I want to make sure you guys are prepared and you're not surprised when you see certain things happening. And then secondly, we're going to be going on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. We want to know, are shorts still heavily vested inside of this play? This is key because it is going to have an impact on the overall stock. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know, are institutions actually taking part when it comes to the trading? And we can see this through the large scale orders. And then afterwards, when all of that is done, we'll be jumping into the final thoughts. So let's get to it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for metamaterials. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $3.10, being down 5.20%. On the low, it tested $3.04, and then on the high, testing $3.28. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, it traded at 11.959 million shares, and as far as for the average volume over 10 trading days, being at 11.627 million shares. So we just had a little bit above average volume, but do keep in mind we did have a red day due to the fact of all of the selling pressure. Now, when we take a look at our chart, we're using the 1 year daily chart. You can see from the RSI down below, it's at 38.94. So we're definitely in the oversold territory here. And as far as for the indicators on the chart, we are below the 100-day, the 21-day EMA, and as well as the 200-day. So if you guys remember what I was saying in my previous video of MMAT, we want to see strength here above the 200-day. This is the preferable situation because then we can look forward to seeing those moves to the upside and it reclaiming back to these trend lines. But of course, I was saying if it stays below the 200-day, you could see it potentially continuing to want to pull back. And that's exactly what is happening here. So we ended up testing at $3.04. So as far as more downside pressure is concerned, another level to also look out for, like I said in the previous video as well, you want to see is 280. So you want to see this 280 area actually hold up. If this 280 area does not end up holding up, then the next level of support that you're going to want to see hold up is here around $2.58. But for the most part, for anyone who's inside of this play, just know I am rooting for you. But at the same time, I got to do these videos to keep you inside of the loop so you're not surprised when you're seeing the price action. So what you want to look forward to is seeing MMAT come back to the 200-day here around $3.74. And that's when you know it's going to start gaining some momentum. So we're on Fintel. We're going to take a look at the short interest information for MMAT metamaterials. As we scroll down on the page, the short shares availability is at 1.4 million, updated 1 minute ago. And as far as for the short ball free rate, it is at 3.93%. Now, when we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, you can see for the close of August the 3rd, which was yesterday, it was at 56.82, and for the second, it was at 61.92. So taking that into consideration, it's definitely gone down a little bit, but still continues to have short squeeze potential. Shorts are still heavily vested inside of this play. This is part of the reasons why when you're seeing the price going down, it's due to a lot of selling pressure, and also on top of that, shorts are benefiting from this. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for MMAT. So we can see here on the inflow, it was 8,004, and on the outflow, it was 7,968. We had 0 on the large for both. On the medium, we had 4,453, and then on the small, we had 3,552. On the outflow side, on the medium, it was 5,063, and then on the small, it was 2,905. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see for the second, the third, and as well as today, which is the fourth, it was completely zero. On the 30th, that's when we had our inflow day at 249.2, and then on the 29th was the outflow day at 249.15. So taking this all into consideration, I have to say this, I'm going to be clear about it. I feel the institutions are taking part as far as for the trading is concerned with the small and as well as the medium-sized orders. There was a lot of buying that was going on, and of course, because the stock did pull back quite a bit, we already seen that it broke through the trends. We were watching the technical analysis, so I'm not too surprised about that whatsoever, because this could be an opportunity for anyone who's probably looking to get into an entry position or is continuing to wait, but you want to keep it on your watch list. So now let's jump into the final thoughts. So for my final thoughts for MMAT metamaterials, when we went on Fintel, we could see this play still continues to have short squeeze potential. And I know many of you would be excited to actually hear this, but do understand, if you end up having low volume and there's a lot of selling pressure, you're going to see some pressure on the overall stock price. This is why shorts actually benefit from this. So you need to have some more volume as far as buying coming into the stock. This is essential here, especially for this play. As far as institutions are concerned, yes, they are buying up shares, but I see it mostly happening on the medium and as well as on the small side. This is nothing to be frustrated about, but I just feel like they're probably doing this in regards to risk management. Also, when we were doing the technical analysis, we can see as far as for the price action, it is below all of our trend lines. So that's why I discussed and I told you the potential areas of where it could pull back even further. I know sometimes when you're checking out videos on YouTube, many are not going to want to tell you, okay, what are the downside risks here, where it could possibly go. Instead, they're always saying, well, we can go up to here or we can reach here, continue to do this, continue to do that. But I feel like you really have to have the full picture of what's going on, so at least if it's pulling back, you could be prepared for it. You could have a game plan. And I feel this is something that definitely needs to be exercised when you're inside of a volatile play like this. This is a penny stock. We've seen it all over inside of the media in regards to, yes, short squeezes and meme stocks and so forth. So you just got to understand that. But as far as for the overall potential of the company, if you do believe in it, you've done your homework, you've done your due diligence, then all of this noise that you see in front of you should definitely not have an impact on you whatsoever. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.